sacrifices to CEOs and to companies that really don't give a fuck about you, you know? And no, they simply don't. Like
I work for one of the biggest telecommunications companies on the planet. I know the owner. I've met him a couple times. Knew his father. And you know,
okay,
he doesn't know me personally. No, let me finish. He doesn't know me personally. He doesn't like say hey, but he does know that I work for him and all the guys down below work for him. And if he doesn't keep this company afloat, then we don't have a job. So, what would you rather have in office? Somebody who's failing, cheating, and stealing, actually stole furniture from the White House when they left the first time? Or would you rather have somebody who has...
Wow, this shit just got so personal. Holy shit. This motherfucker, he's... Okay, wait, no. Okay, but hold on.
Somebody who has stealing furniture in the middle of the tower in fucking New York. He's proven that he can do what he's done. I've met Donald Trump. He's a nice guy.
I think it's great. I think it's great that you do work for a company that is so concerning. Okay, but here's the fact of the matter is that's purely anecdotal. Okay, and we can look. I mean, objectively, that like deregulation in the market does not do good things. Okay, I mean it put us in trillions of dollars of debt because, I mean, granted, again,
regulations.
So let me tell you. Concerning deregulation. Okay, Donald Trump said that for every regulation that is put, any legislation through Congress and the Senate that's pushed through for regulating the government, he wants to take away 2 regulations. Or excuse me, for regulating the free market, he wants to take away 2 regulations. Not only is that, I mean, do you see how completely arbitrary that sounds? To do
First
something
off,
like
you
that?
ain't got the first clue what you're talking about, bro. Because it's all these regulations that Obama put in that fucked up our whole middle class and closed down all the small businesses and consolidated all the big businesses. Trump wants to deregulate everything so that the coal miners can go back to work, so we're not dependent on foreign nations for our oil when we have plenty of it of our own. We were energy sufficient before Obama. Now we depend on Europe for our energy. Does that make any sense in any fucking language?
Well, it doesn't make any sense because what you...
Another dude that was just talking about Hillary stealing from the White House, absolutely right. She is the first lady of Arkansas and the first and only first lady of the White House to be under investigation from the FBI. Nobody in the history has had more scandals than the left.
Where did that investigation go? Like, where did it end up?
Do you know anything about her? I'm 44 years old. I watched 18 major scandals when she was the first lady. How many scandals has she gone through?
Okay, calm down. Hold on, listen.
Because I can't stand when people don't know what they're talking about. And they talk. Listen, the WikiLeaks provided all the information you need to know about how corrupt the left is. The left being Democrats. Anybody associated with Democrats are brainwashed.
Well,
you turn this.
Hold on. Even this guy talking about the left, I don't necessarily believe it's the left or the right. I believe the left was a lot involved, but I think the right was also involved. And that's why both sides hated Trump for so long.
There are. Listen, everybody on the left is a globalist through and through, and they have operatives on the right. Paul Ryan's a globalist.
The problem they got right now with Hillary is that chances are her computer server has information on both sides that'll throw a whole bunch of people in jail, and that's probably why they haven't moved in any faster than they have.
Okay, now listen to this. Do you want to know why the system doesn't, you say if they're so corrupt, why doesn't the system go after them? They run the system. Do you understand that James Comey and who's the Attorney General, Loretta Lynn? Do you understand that they got their first job in government during the 90s from Bill Clinton? He put them both as federal prosecutors. Do you understand that they are Clinton people, both of them? That's why she wasn't charged. Okay, look it up. James Comey got his first job in office in the 90s from Bill Clinton. He made him a federal prosecutor. Same thing with Loretta Lynch. Even though James Comey's on the right, he's a Republican. He's a fake Republican.
And we all know now that Bill Clinton, all she done was what Hillary told him to do, and then all Hillary was going to do is what Obama was telling her to do because he was in her pocket.
Can I just hold on? Okay, let me. I need to. Okay, you're not. aware of this double standard that you're creating here, okay? Because you just got finished saying that the left, the left as a whole, for the most part, is responsible for all the issues, and we're global, or they're globalists, et cetera, et cetera. But if they're a Republican and they're doing something that you don't necessarily agree with, like James Comey, then that just makes them a closet, a closet leftist or a closet.
Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan is also
not you. No, I'm not. I'm talking to the other guy. Sorry, it's. Because
I did say that about Mitch McConnell, Comey, Paul Ryan. Those are Republicans, but they're all for open borders. They're all for world government. Don't fucking let them fool you because it says Republican next to their name. Okay, but why do you think James, what's his name, McCain and Mitch McConnell, all of them are saying, yeah, we should go to war with Russia? Do you people, they're trying to start World War III with Russia to stop Trump from becoming president. But do you understand what war with Russia is? It's not sending your troops in like Iraq and go take over their cities like we did. Okay, war with Russia involves nuclear weapons. It's like the end days. To keep Trump out of office, Obama wants to start the end days. That's fucked up. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Well, okay, but what about Trump's flippancy in dealing with China? Because China is also a nuclear power as well, and you're telling me that that World War III is exclusive to a Hillary candidacy or a Hillary presidency. But Trump and how he's been dealing with China, and you're telling me that you don't see the similarities there between the two? Because
I don't see Trump saying that he wants to attack China. I don't see anybody saying that.
When did Hillary say she wanted to attack objectively Russia? When did she say that?
I could show you YouTube clips where she said that a military response listen, anybody that supports Hillary needs to have their head examined because she is so fucking fake and corrupt.
I'm not for Hillary, but all she said was no flight zone.
Yeah, she said a no-fly zone, and she even then gave up a bit of ground on that as well. I mean, she was still very careful about how she phrased that. Even whenever she was asked to expand on it in the debates, okay. But I mean,
you're missing the overall picture here. What Trump's doing? Trump's playing two cards. I mean, I'm not from the States. I'm from Canada, so I'm looking in on it. Trump's playing two cards.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Guys, is that?
No. Exactly. Do you remember during the campaign?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Yeah.
Let this other guy get a word in here. Go ahead.
Okay,
Kansas.
You guys don't want to go to war with Russia, and that's what Trump's trying to say. So if you look at it on the Russian side, Trump's trying to play a little bit nice, to prevent a war, maybe get along with Russia a little bit better. On the China side, China's kicking you guys' ass, and he's playing. There's no chance you guys go to war with China anytime soon. So he's playing a little bit hardball with them to straighten their economics out a little bit. They're two separate issues.
Okay. Well, let me just.
I don't think we're going to war with Russia.
Okay,
I think China's been fucking everybody for years.
But look at
much
in Australia, we're
money.
fucking chips. We'll have McDonald's delivered and we'll be fucking sweet.
There you go.
I look at it like this. Trump isn't even president yet. How many jobs has he already saved in companies reversing? Ford announced yesterday.
That was bullshit, and you know it. And you know that was bullshit.
Because
that was... They announced that it was months ago that they were going to pursue that endeavor and keeping.
Who do you think controls the media?
And the reason why is because because the demand for smaller cars in Mexico was already going down. See, this is what's very discouraging to me.
It has nothing to do with the sales in Mexico moving.
Yes, it does. They said it did.
It has to do with people working for $4 an hour versus people working for $50 an hour.
In America. And other outsourcing examples, yes, I would agree with you, but not in this case. No.
Let me ask you this. When Hillary had her whole team campaigning, Obama, Biden, you name it, she had them all out there. Did you ever hear one of them ever say, I'm going to do something to stop these companies from leaving. I'm going to save the jobs. No, but I can tell you, go on YouTube and watch Obama a week before the election telling the people, why does this other guy keep saying he's going to bring these jobs back and save them? You people need to forget about them old jobs and start getting yourself acclimated with the technological new world that's going to be starting up. to forget about them old jobs.
I thought you just got done saying you just got finished expressing concern about regulating the market and how mad you were at Hillary for doing that. But in this case,
Hillary didn't do anything. Obama did it. He put all these regulations on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Excuse me, Obama. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He tied up all the small governments and all the big businesses consolidated. Why do you think Trump came out when Verizon and Time Warner said they were going to merge? Okay, that is such a power move.
Look, I'm just pointing out the double standard here, like that you're not okay with Obama doing it despite any specifics, okay? Despite the salient details that go into that. I mean, because you know, whereas if Trump does it, you're completely okay with it. You're completely for it. I mean, like that. Like Obama himself
regulating anything. He's taking the regulations.
Okay. No. Okay.
Regulations are needed.
Regulate. That doesn't mean what you think it means. I really don't. I mean for taxing governments to keep the companies and workers, you know, in country is a form of regulation. I mean, in itself. Okay. I mean that's so. Obama has attempted to take measures to do that as well.
No, he hasn't.
In his own way.
Not at all. Matter of fact, he's put so much restriction and handcuffs on everybody that we don't have a chance to do anything else.
Only the big business has a chance to survive. Okay, because that's why they're trying to get rid of the little business.
What? It's not. Whoa. It's not just big business. To give you an example, you were just talking about the Time Warner merger. Comcast tried to merge with Time Warner. They were going to buy them out. It seems they owned 23% of them and kept them afloat all these years. When the time came up,
antitrust law.
Yeah, but you know, I have that. Dude, I was one of the people. I worked for Comcast. I was one of the people who were actually going to be moved to a certain area. Obama came out. It had nothing to do with monopoly. It had nothing to do with dominance or anything. He flat out said you'd have too much control over communication. And he killed the deal. Lost 6,000 jobs in Time Warner. Time Warner went afloat. Verizon tried to get him. Still couldn't do it. They let AT&T, of all companies. Why would they let AT&T buy Time Warner and not the other two companies?
Exactly. Well,
wait. Who's they? Who's
the
not?
government?
Why would they?
The United States government. Obama. It was Obama's words. It said you'd have too much power over communication and killed the deal. We all had jobs.
Okay, but the government needs to step in to keep monopolies in check. Okay, otherwise. No, but it was on the verge of one, though. Okay,
right. That's where they break them up, like they did with Microsoft years ago.
AT&T was required years ago.
Fucking Elder Scrolls Online instead of politics.
I know. But I'm sorry. I apologize. I was hearing you guys talking. I'm very political. I watch like the hearings on YouTube.
Argue about it going on.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you guys. Yeah, let me, if I may, just briefly. What is y'all as Trump supporters? What is y'all's opinion on the disparaging things he has said about Muslims and about women? I'm curious.
I went to his rally in my hometown, and I think about what I heard coming out of his mouth versus the sound bits that the government-controlled media, CNN, all them, they're all on the left, all run by the left. What they said, okay, they said he wants to ban all Muslims and deport them all. No, he said he wants to put a pause on the Muslims coming in until we figure out what the hell's going on. Is that not common sense? Why, do you see what's happening in Germany, in France, with all these Muslims? You're trying to put a religion into another religion that they'll never buy into Western values. They'll never believe in it. They'll never agree with it. So when you put Islam or Muslims into the West, knowing that they're not going to integrate peacefully. Okay.
What Muslims are you talking about? Are you talking about extremists, or are you talking about just the standard Muslims?
What Trump said about Muslims, about how he wants to put a pause on it until we figure out, and not just let them all in, because they're letting in mostly military-age men between 18 and 30. It was like the majority.
But what about Muslims like Malala or Ayaan Hirsi Ali, who are moderates, who are voices of reason? You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
how do you tell the difference? For people immigrating into our country, how do you tell the difference?
Okay, well we have we have an intelligence agency that has a very stringent vetting process, and I mean, and it's been this way for years. That means that's
work, obviously.
It's not.
We've had our problems.
Okay,
no. Two towers that are in rubble. Thousands of people were dead.